Long time no see. We're back. Dorm Talk, Super Bowl Sunday, live from Ohio State, Syracuse, Boston University, Boston College. Your four favorite idiots are back. The face looking kind of fat, but nothing else going on. What do you guys got going on today?
Today's a tragic day, as we all know. A day of mourning, and, I think Belichick once said it is what it is, so it's kind of my mantra for the day, just kind of grind through this one, deal with it. It is what it is.
I'm kind of taking the opposite approach. It's a day of celebration. It is the last day of Peyton Manning's career. It's the day we're going to see him lose a third Super Bowl. It's going to be a good one today, boys.
I'm echoing Prisco's sentiments. I woke up this morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, mouth swollen shut with dryness, head pounding, and realized that the Patriots weren't in the Super Bowl. So I put the jersey on just to be a dick, and I don't know. I'll just drink my way through this one.
That's my plan. That's my plan.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to start out just going our picks, and we're going to get into some prop bets for you. Just kind of screwing around, find some ridiculous prop bets and see what we can get. So we'll just start right out. Matt, give me your Super Bowl prediction, your Super Bowl pick in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I got this funny feeling about Denver, but I'm really just going to go with my gut. Today I just got this funny feeling about Denver. I'll go with my gut, though. I think the difference between the Tom Brady-led offense and the Cam Newton-led offense is that there's really no true solution. Only Cam can beat himself in the way that they play that offense. So with respect to Denver's defense, I think that they're going to be a little bit too overpowering, and I don't think Denver's offense is going to be able to muster up enough. Because remember, we expected the Patriots to put up more points than they did against Denver. Their offense really wasn't that great in that game. You can say that Peyton managed the game. Won't be able to manage his way to a Super Bowl win. I got Carolina 31-24.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers. I'll go, just out of respect for Denver's D, I'll keep the Panthers under 30, go 28-10. Carolina. I mean, Brady kind of froze up, if we're being honest, in the AFC Championship game. I don't see that happening with Cam or the Panthers. I think he's a big-time player. The stage won't be too big for him. I think the Denver D-line is going to struggle a little bit because they're going to have to keep a spy to make sure Cam doesn't go anywhere. I don't think Greg Olsen.
They rushed three or four really effectively against the Patriots, but the problem is you have to kind of scheme against Cam Newton. You can't just straight rush him because if you flat out rush him and you don't contain him, then he makes stuff happen with his feet. So that's going to be an issue.
It's a much better line with Carolina too, and Stork was tipping all the snaps. So
I saw that. Awful.
Vaughn was just running right past Cannon. He wasn't even making moves. But
if only the surface tablets worked, man, they'd be able to figure that out.
Yeah, Tabletgate.
Good.
I'm still waiting on that. Commish, you got to pipe up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, for me, Denver is really going to have a game on their hands, but if you look at their offense, I really think their offense matches up with Carolina's defense pretty well. I think Peyton Manning can make enough plays in the game to keep his offense really within striking distance of making it a really close one. Emmanuel Sanders is going to be doing a lot of good jobs going in those under routes, kind of like similar to a Wes Welker or Julian Edelman type role. Demaryius is going to have a little bit of a tougher time with that secondary being the main target there, especially with Luke Kuechly if they're trying to put him in a safety help over the top there. So I think that them, especially with their running game, are going to make it a game. But with that being said, Carolina's offense is too strong. 34-17 Carolina.
All right. Well, I want to do it. I want to pick Denver.
I know you.
I want to pick Denver. You know why I want to pick Denver? I'll explain why first. My favorite player of all time is on the Denver Broncos right now, DeMarcus Ware. Total class act. Just dude still here, hopefully getting his ring. But man, this game, this is just a team that kind of, I don't know why, but it feels like Denver just stumbled into the Super Bowl, and it feels like Carolina is so hot and has this swagger to them that they're just going to beat the hell out of you, dude. I mean, what has Carolina done in the playoffs that doesn't make you think they're going to win by 40? Nothing. They've won both games by dumb amounts. I mean, Seattle kind of crept back in, but they had Russell Wilson who was balling. Peyton Manning's not going to be able to do that, which is why I think Carolina will win big. However, if the game's close, I think Denver will win close because if the game's close, it's because Denver's defense is taking over, and Denver's defense is taking over, and all bets are off. I think the only issue Carolina could have is their receivers won't be able to get open against a Denver secondary, and if they can't get open, I mean, guys are going to get to Cam, and that's a huge thing. But he's a tough guy to bring down. You know, he breaks one tackle, and then there goes Ted Ginn, a 76-yard run after 10 seconds. So I think I'm going to go Carolina. I'll go 31-21. I think Denver's going to get 31-17. I think Denver will get 2 touchdowns. I don't think Peyton Manning will throw a touchdown, though. That's my pick.
You know, and I have plenty of respect for Peyton, obviously, and I hope at this point, like I only used to wish negative on Peyton because I didn't want him to be compared to my boy. But
You didn't wear your Peyton Manning jersey?
yeah, you know I had one, right?
Oh.
You know what I did? I burned it and threw it in the woods. That's no joke. But people can attest to that. But honestly, you know, I have plenty of respect for him. I really wanted to bring this up real quick. I don't know how many of you read my post. I know a lot of people read my post yesterday on the top 10 quarterbacks. Any major disagreement with that list? Or?
I would have maybe put John Elway a little higher, but I thought it was good for the most part.
It was tough to,
There was an omission of Tony Romo.
yeah,
Glaring.
I left Romo off the list this time, but he'll creep in once he wins 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah. It's coming.
No Terry Bradshaw for you, Matty?
Tough pick. Tough
Yeah,
pick.
too busy with shingles.
Also, for us, too, Matt and I were talking about this when we were talking about it.
What?
It's hard to pick all-time greatest quarterbacks when, dude,
Dude,
the passing game right now is so much better than it's ever been.
Oh.
Like, Aikman won 3 Super Bowls, and I think Romo is considerably better than him, just from a Cowboys standpoint. And, like, I mean, dude, there's so many good quarterbacks in the NFL that you figure, like, Cam Newton, when did a league ever have Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, and Tom Brady? Like,
Yeah.
3 just dynamic dudes like that did so many different things. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. I think when you have to look at it, and that's why, like, for example, like, that's why I had Unitas at 3. Like, it's all about what you did in that era as compared to, like, other people and who did the most with the least. Like, I think that's why I put Favre over Terry Bradshaw, who's my number 11. Like, Terry Bradshaw, like, sometimes he didn't even manage games. Like, teams won in spite of his poor play. Like, he had Super Bowls where, like, I'm pretty sure ESPN ranked him pretty high on, like, a top Super Bowl players list. Like, he had a couple good Super Bowls, but, like, he also had some terrible games. And he also had some playoff games where he threw the ball, like, 8 times.
Yeah.
Completed 2 of them. I mean, like, that's not – you never see Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, any of those guys do that.
Yeah.
Peyton struggles in the playoffs.
All right. So we got that going on. Let's go MVPs right around the room.
In the game?
Yeah, start off with you.
Yeah, it's going to be Cam. I mean, like, if Carolina wins, it's going to be Cam. It's just a culture of the Super Bowl. It's like, no matter what happens, it always is the quarterback. Peyton won the MVP in 2007. He had, like, an 81 quarterback rating, 250 yards and a touchdown, a pick. Like, he didn't even have a good game. It should have gone to – who was the running back that
Dominic
day?
Rhodes.
Did you read for 130 yards?
Article this morning.
No, but I planned on it.
He was writing about it. Dude, it's the most bitter article of writing I've ever read.
Look, Curran's the best. Curran's one of the best in the business. He's real good, and he tells it in the way he tells it like it is. He's awesome. But yeah, it's gonna be Cam Newton.
Yeah. George.
Yeah, the smart pick's Cam. If he does anything like remotely close to what he's been doing in the playoffs so far, and they obviously win the game, then it's impossible to not pick Cam. In the interest of just being random and doing like a Bobby Wagner type pick, I'm gonna go Jared Allen, just out of nowhere.
Love to see it. That's a low key great story, by the way.
Yeah.
Great Hall of Fame player. Could get his ring.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys you don't have to like in this game. There's also a lot of guys that are really like dude like Greg Olson and like DeMarcus and just good dudes. So, it's better than rooting for Sherman rooting for Sherman instead of rooting for Peyton a couple years ago, like you guys were probably thinking about.
That sucked.
Who didn't pick? You didn't pick yet, Dave. Who do you got?
I'm going to go Luke Kuechly. I think he's going to have 2 interceptions.
Bastard. That's what I was going to say. He had one for a touchdown and then another one. I think he'll have a pick 6. I'll go away from him. Man, this is tough. I think I'm going to go with C.J. Anderson. If Denver wins, I think C.J. Anderson's going to be the MVP.
That's a pretty good pick. He might have a good game. He's a sneaky type of player like that. I don't mind.
He could get 3 touchdowns, especially
Don't get
because
me wrong, I think C.J. Anderson's great, and I think if Denver wins, he's probably going to deserve it. But just the state of the NFL and the fans and all that, they're going to give it to Peyton Manning if the Broncos win.
All right, now I got a couple prop bets. I'm going to go with the couple that I'm going to think of, and then we'll get over. We have approximately, let's see, 8 minutes left of this show. We're going to keep it nice and short today. We're going rapid fire right around. Who is more likely to drop a game-winning touchdown, Vernon Davis or Ted Ginn Jr.?
Oh, I'm going with the ultimate fraud, Vernon Davis. Ever since that guy left San Francisco, I mean, you can't think up a bigger fraud than him. I mean, he is terrible. I saw him on the sidelines doing some crazy-ass dance before the Broncos game. I don't know what he was doing. He didn't do anything in the game. He stinks. I'm going with Vernon Davis.
George?
Yeah, I'm going Vernon. There's no middle ground with him. It's either catches the game-winning TD pass and then just like breaks down and weeps in the end zone, or he's dropping it and weeping for the other reason.
Okay. What do you got, Dave?
I got to go Ted Ginn Jr. Vernon Davis is going to be a great story when he comes back, just making that final grab in the back of the end zone. It's going to be really good redemption for him. Ted Ginn Jr. has been reliable all year, so of course he's got to drop one.
Dude, Ted Ginn, Dave, I'm going to argue with you on that. Ted Ginn has made some of the worst drops in the NFL this season. 3 or 4 just like walking, and I'm an Ohio State fan, so I'm not going to dog on him, but dude, he's made some sweet plays. But there's a couple where he's just wide open, and it's just like he didn't even know a ball was coming at him.
Hey, at least he can run through coverage, LaFell.
Exactly. Like I agree with you, Tim. It's like Wes Welker. Like, guy can make 1,000 catches a year, but when it comes down to that last one, you got it right here.
I'm just saying Ted Ginn can't catch. That's what I'm saying.
I think he can catch. He's really proven he's really proven his worth this year, especially with Kelvin Benjamin being out. But when you have that Denver secondary and you're gonna have Aqib Talib on him,
I think Ted Ginn. That's why I think Denver has a chance. I don't think Ted Ginn and Philly Brown, and I don't think there's a great matchup there. I think Chris Harris is going to be great on one of those guys. And then Harris was really good on Edelman. Harris is excellent. He's a really good corner. And then Talib is a big dude who's going to be able to, bully those guys that they got. Dude, I'm talking myself into Denver. I'll be full on the Denver train by the end of this. By the way, just a little trivia for you guys. Can you name the university that has the most players playing in the Super Bowl?
Oh, let me guess. It's fucking Ohio State.
Correct. 5 Super Bowl participants. That's 3 more than the other team, who was so proud to point it out today. Good for them. Very cute, too.
Another team who has,
very cute, too. Very cute, too, Michigan. No contributors on that list, by the way.
I'll just say
opposed to Kirk Coleman, Philly Brown, Ted Ginn Jr., Bradley Roby, who's been their best player other than Von Miller this entire period. 2 game-winning plays. He had the punch out in the Pittsburgh game, and then he had the 2-point conversion pick. That terrible move to run that out, by the way. I thought he was going to fumble, just knowing the Patriots. And then number 5 is Andrew Norwell. He's a guard for Carolina.
He did fumble, by the way. He did.
Yeah, no, but I thought as soon as he started running, I'm like, dude, he's going to fumble, and they're going to put this in for a touchdown. Or, they're going to bring it in. I'm going to die. Choking on a peanut.
I'm just going to say this. If the Panthers are going to win the passing game, it's going to come down to Greg Olsen.
Jesus Christ.
I actually had a peanut stuck in my throat. Don't eat
that.
All right, next prop bet. Will Peyton Manning announce his retirement in the post-game interview? If he wins.
Yeah, he probably will, because they'll ask him some cheesy-ass question like, Peyton, is this the last time that you'll grace us with your presence on this field? And he's going to be like, oh, GM, yeah, this is my last rodeo, and some corny ass stuff like that. Yeah, you know it's coming. And that's why I have this sick feeling that they're going to end up pulling this up. Everything tells me Carolina. The film tells me Carolina. The facts tell me Carolina. Their play tells me Carolina. For some reason, that obviously means Denver's going to win this game. I got a feeling he'll do that. But props to him for not doing the Jeter Kobe bullshit farewell tour. Props for him.
Ortiz, too. Ortiz is going to be stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody hates Ortiz, and they're all going to pretend everybody hates Ortiz outside of Boston, so it's frustrating. He was talking too. He's not going to do the whole tour. I guess his agent didn't agree.
Yeah, well, that's what Kobe said too, and Kobe's another bullshit artist, just like Poppy.
All right. Will there be an earthquake during the game? 10-1 odds.
George,
No.
you take this one.
No?
Anyone gives you 10-1 odds, you take them. I'll put good money on an earthquake.
This is a no-brainer. How many times will John Fox be said during the broadcast? Over, under 1.
Over. Oh,
Yeah,
hammer
it's
the
got to
over.
be like 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah, that's not even a doubt.
I would bet
Alright.
more John Fox mentions than Gary Kubiak mentions.
Maybe.
All right. All right. What color Gatorade we going for?
Oh, I'm like
Hey,
a Panther blue.
I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos Orange Crush.
Yeah, I'm going Panther Blue. I like that.
I'm going orange, regardless of who wins. I think orange is what's going to happen.
Go orange.
All right. First Coldplay song today at halftime.
First
Oh.
what?
Coldplay song. What are they opening with?
You got to come out with a heat one. I think Viva La Vida. You got to start classic.
I'm thinking Paradise.
Big Paradise.
It's gotta be Stars in the Sky. It's gotta be
Yeah.
Stars in the Sky.
No, Viva La Vida is the best opening. You're just like dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
That's
Yeah.
what I
That's
saw.
what they'll close with.
But what about Every Teardrop is a Waterfall?
I don't know what that is.
It has like an Irish kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I know that song.
All right.
I turn the music.
Will there be a left
I
shark?
got my headphones on. That one. Here it is.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys. Got a
Thanks for
beautiful
everything,
voice.
Frisco.
Okay. What did I just say?
Will there be
will left shark make an appearance?
I'm mixing it up. I think it's gonna be right dolphin.
I like it. All right.
Sure.
By the way, this is a team move by me. I got laundry sitting in the dryer right now. I'm gonna deal with it.
Same here.
I'm gonna
Same
deal with it.
Dude, that shit's gonna be on the ground.
This is for 15 of you that are gonna watch. Maybe more. Hopefully more. 114,000.
Yeah.
What else we got? Who's getting the crying Jordan face after the game?
Oh.
That's a question.
This
pick
question I've already asked myself who's getting the NJ cry face.
Yeah.
You know, if Manning loses, he's getting it big time. But
Oh yeah.
what pisses me off is
I think they're gonna double it. They're gonna go one on his face and then one on his forehead.
right. Oh, that's good.
I got a good one.
They
It's
should get
gonna
one for Cam and one for Cam's ego.
I would love if it was Cam Newton like this and it had Jordan crying into his arm. That'd be awesome.
No, what it's gonna be is it's gonna be a picture of the entire Manning family in their box up like at the top, and it's just gonna be numerous Jordan crying faces.
Put it on Archie. Let me see it on Archie.
EY, Art, the whole crew. Yeah.
You guys know I met
think that's
Archie.
the best.
I met Archie in the.
I saw that picture. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think I don't know why, but I have a really irrational hatred of Britton Colquitt. So I hope he just shanks a punt and they put it on him.
Okay. Pick one player, non-quarterback, to blow this game.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's tough. I think.
One on each team. All right.
I hate to say this because he's such a good guy, but like, come back to earth, Thomas Davis. Like, you're playing in this game with a broken arm. He'll be the guy to miss like 7 different tackles in after a season and like a career of like being one of the best tacklers and one of the most sound fundamental players there is. Like, watch it be him. Come back down to earth, buddy. You're not gonna have a good game. Like, he's gotta get minimal snaps. I'd be shocked if he had a great game today.
I'd say it's gonna be a battle of the C+ running backs. It's gonna be Jonathan Stewart or Ronnie Hillman. Costly fumble.
I think Devin Funchess will drop a touchdown pass. And
Will he even get targeted?
yeah, he had a touchdown pass last game, I think, or 2 games
Yeah,
ago.
so did everybody.
Catch. Yeah, well, I mean, he's going to drop one today. And then I think if it's Denver, I could see Brandon McManus missing the game-winning field goal. Like how awful that kick was.
In Cincinnati,
Yeah, that was bad. That's got to be in the back of your head in the Super Bowl. All right, what do we got? We got 1 minute remaining. We're going to go through real quick. Oh, right now, number one, what are you eating today? What's on the menu?
wings. Easy
Wing.
money, wings.
Everybody wings, beat-ups, or what you guys got? I got another place.
There's a couple of wing places around here. It's called Wings Over Brookline, Wings Over Boston.
We have a wing.
We got wings over Syracuse. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we have wings over. Wings over though. You don't get enough for your. It's too expensive for the.
I
You
get
guys go boneless or bone in? I never got
we get boneless, and we get a ton, dude. We get
the
a ton.
boneless. Well, for the national championship, we got like 10 pounds of wings, like unbelievable. So we're going B-dubs, making a mass order. So it's gonna be a mess, but it's right behind me, so it shouldn't be too bad. I was hoping, dude. I wish we lived in a house or something like that too, because it would be nice to make some chicken dip. I want mozzarella sticks. I want mozzarella sticks more than anything on this planet. I might get some, like from B-dubs. I might call in some mozzarella sticks.
Go to McDonald's, get those mozzarella-less mozzarella sticks.
No, thank you.
You can wait. You can expect some. You can expect some drunk tweets from me tonight. I'm gonna be going to town on some UFOs, some Keystones.
Nice.
That's a good mixture, right? Good.
Nobody. I didn't get enough love last night for. I pondered what kind of pie Don McLean was singing about, American Pie.
I didn't even see that.
I think it's apple. It has to be apple.
You never know.
Cherry, dude.
Okay, here. Will the last play of the game be a field goal or a kneel?
It's a kneel. It's not gonna be close enough to be a field goal. It'll be a
I was
kneel.
thinking about this yesterday. I'd love to see. I think it'll be a kneel.
I
But
hope
I'd
this
love to
is
see a
close.
Super Bowl with a field goal ending. You know, I know plenty about that. You know, being a Pats fan and all. You know, I don't know if you saw, but that happened twice. So,
I would go overtime.
you know, I wouldn't mind a field goal, but
Yeah, I think Neil, but I don't think it's gonna be close enough for a field goal. But I'd like to see who the hell is the Panthers kicker?
Graham Gano.
Graham Gano,
Yeah.
yeah.
Former Cowboy.
All right,
We'll hit one.
quick question for you boys. Quick last one here.
Last thing.
So, a friend of mine was at a Harvard frat party last weekend, and she played beer pong with Cameron Fleming and John Bostic. For George and Matt, you're in her position. What do you say to them?
Cam Fleming?
Cameron Fleming.
John Bostic, you have to be like, hey, remember last year when you were going to go to the Super Bowl and then you fumbled and then you didn't go to the Super Bowl? That was so tight. You should
I
have said.
probably wouldn't talk to Cam Fleming. Like, I've seen Marcus Cannon a bunch of times. I don't want to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
You
honestly,
have the
that guy
opportunity to
has
like
worked with the
basically.
death penalty. But
Cam Fleming, I would probably just flip off, and John Bostic, I'd just ask, who the hell are you?
I think I'd laugh, just laugh looking at him.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
At a Harvard frat party?
Yeah, the fucking
That
Jimmy
sounds like
G was there apparently. Like it was a whole thing.
Dude, I would hook up with Jimmy G.
he probably had a nice girl with him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Ready? Prop bets.
There you go. Now,
I forgot to turn it on. All right, gentlemen. I got a Stanley Cup to win in NHL.
hey,
And then,
never forget, on a day like today, never forget, Super Bowl 51 champs, we're coming back.
Let's go,
Next
Pat.
not a chance.
See you in Houston. Enjoy today.
Next year's Super Bowl picks. I'm going Cowboys 31, Patriots 24.
Oh my gosh.
Patriots,
Tony Romo to Cole
45
Beasley.
nothing.
Wait, record
45
this.
nothing against the Panthers.
Tony Romo to Cole Beasley to win the Super Bowl
See you in Houston.
after Carson Wentz wins 5 regular season
Oh,
games.
it's in Houston again? Oh, we're winning that shit. Pats Panthers rematch in Houston.
It's got to happen. So,
Yeah.
Pats Cardinals. Pats are gonna get the win.
Cardinals are done.
they are.
They're done.
Carson Palmer, MVP.
Also,
How about that? 48 out of 50 votes.
quick thing. Tomorrow, BU BC Beanpot final. BU going for their 31st. BC going for their 20th. Trying to play catch up a little bit. So should be a good one for Georgie and I.
How many national championships does BU have?
We both have 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So BC will have 6 after this year.
Yeah.
Guys, I just scored my 5th goal. Game 7. Just heartbreaking for the Ottawa Senators fantasy draft fans. By the way, if you're ever doing one of these, trade all your stock and just get Eichel and McDavid on the same team. It's a blast. 3 years down the road. Oh man, what a treat this is.
All right.
See you boys. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Go Broncos.